Hello and welcome to Present Arms Linux. Yesterday I started something off on a live stream, decided against it, so I'm going to do it for you now, and that is updating this old Trinity. Yep, it is old, so I'm going to be reinstalling it into VirtualBox. Now I could have just went down to install there, and I will show you how to install a 4-year-old OS, 4.5 years even, over 4 years 8 months, so nearly 5. When I first tried to do it on another live stream, it failed, and yeah, I found out why. So without any further ado, we'll have a go at booting this up and see if we can actually get it to work. Which begs the question, what have I used for the parameters of this? 4GB of RAM, 2 cores. Okay, that's fine. And that's my and that was my phone, letting me know that I am recording a video, as it sometimes does, for no other reason. And to make my life happy. Okay, UK keyboard. We'll wait for it to boot up properly and then we'll get the installer going. So anyhow, we're at the screen here, so let's double click on that. Let's not show any tips and we'll just run through the wizard. I'm just going to erase and start again. In fact, no, I'm going to do custom disk because I've decided that I don't want any of these, so delete that, delete that, delete that, and create that. Otherwise 7 megabytes. What am I going to install on 7 megabytes? Seriously now? Alright, that's a big chunk of 28GB partition there. We'll mount that on the root and we'll say okay, we're done. And you could probably say sort of moaning about swap. It does, but we'll continue anyway. So I'll undo the unused packages, and there we go. That is no longer in the installer, but there we go. Right. Anyway, we're on the install, and I'll pause this just for a second, just while it installs this bit. Okay, returned, and we're at the grub activation screen. I do have grub 2 with graphical menu, so I'm actually going to use that rather than grub. Or should I have left it at the default? I tell you what, I'm going to leave it at the default, because then if you do flick through the installer, no real problem, because we'll be upgrading to grub 2 later on anyway, using the tools provided. So we'll just wait for the old MBR to go. Okay, we're good. So let's log out guest and restart the machine. And yes, that really was a 3.19 kernel. And we're now at 5.313. So hopefully I'll be able to get that installed as well. I don't actually need to remove the live CD because it's automatically done. And we'll boot into Linux, as it's called. Okay, bit of frame buffer happening there, but that's okay. Now into the old time zone, so we'll scroll down. Quite a lot actually. And we'll put in our password. And just make myself a quick okay, we'll do that. And I will log in as me just for a minute. Okay, so desktop is perfectly fine there. In fact, I might as well do all this as me as a user. Yep, telling me about Synaptic, how to update your PC, and so on and so forth. See if there's anything else wants to pop up. No, okay, so we need to go to Synaptic. Of course, putting in the old root key password. Okay, before we update, we do have to make a couple of changes to the repo. And one is changing that to KDE5 and adding a new repo section called kernel. The reason for that is because we changed the way the kernel is updated since 2015. I do not wish to do that bit, but I do wish to do this bit. Okay, so we'll update the old repos, make sure it all goes in. Now, before I go any further and update any further, let me close Synaptic just for a minute, and I'll just take you around how old this is. If I go to, say, Dolphin, that'll do, helping about Trinity, we'll see that we're on version 4.0.0. The latest Trinity is actually 4.0.6, so we'll be updating that. Also the kernel. Can I get to a terminal from here? I can, of course I can. Let's not show that. It's 3.19.3, okay, which was on the 26th of March 2015, and that would have been the latest kernel I would have had my hands on at the time I released this ISO in April of the same year. So now here comes the first problem, and how to get round. And the first problem is putting in your password correctly. There we go. That will be the thing to do. I'm recording, that's alright. So let's mark all upgrades, and we click up at mark, and as you can see, we have breaks. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is jump down to a CLI just for this. And we'll issue to root. And we'll try and get this upgrade, and this will tell us where the problem lies. Okay, it's telling me that this lib here obsoletes this lib here. So what I'm going to do is highlight that because I don't like typing. We'll install that first. So we'll do that first, and you can see underneath it was task obsolete. So we'll install this bit first. Okay, we've got that part done. I'll just run Synaptic from the command line because it literally makes no difference. Okay, let me mark all upgrades now, and it's still going to complain. Don't want to buy help packages. So what the help package is task obsolete, but Looks like I'm doing task OBS there, but it isn't. It's task obsolete. We'll unmark that. Now if we apply and apply, we can download 1,545 packages. Yes, that's 1,545. And no, I'm not going to be sitting you all through this. When it's a couple of packages to go, I will be back in roughly an hour and some minutes, according to that, at the nasty rate of 417 kilobytes a second. But as you can see, both repos are having a bit of a bash there. Let me just widen this a little for you. You see I'm using both TD mirror and the NLUUG. So, okay, I will be back shortly. A quick check back. Yeah, doing quite well. 25 minutes to go, depending. Yeah. Oh, I'm a bit quiet, aren't I? There you go. Do apologise for the noise you probably just heard there. Probably sounded like a fart, it wasn't. But still, there you go. Yeah, 786 out of 1,445 and still going. And we're doing some language packs here for Trinity. Swedish. We've already had Norwegian, Italian and Netherlands go through. I think it was Netherlands. But anyway, the moment you're doing WebKit and yeah, Trinity TDE I18N Swedish. I don't know why I added all those language packs on the first one. I thought it was a good idea at the time, obviously. I can't remember what size that ISO was. I suppose I could. I could indeed find out. So let's have a look. So we did trim home, wasn't it? Yeah. And that one there, and every downloads, I reckon. Oh, I have too many downloads in there. Okay. Screen, no. There's one of these. What's that? That's LXD. I don't put the 64 on the end of mine anymore, because I just can't see the point. Ah, 1504, there we go. Only 1.2 gigabytes, are you sure? I had a lot of stuff in there for 1.02 gigabytes. Fair enough. Just proves how much things have changed. We're way over the halfway point now of downloading, but not installing, of course. It's got to download all the, which is why I made such a big partition. I didn't need it that big, I didn't need it anywhere near 28 gig, but I could have survived with 18, I reckon. But there you go. I just wanted to make sure that it all went through this time. There's been times where I haven't left enough hard disk space, and it's obviously crept out saying disk space full, and I've had to remove some stuff and then try again and blah blah, and what a pain in the backside that is. So I've got some icons going over, like icons mono and cute curve and TD artwork, miscellaneous. I haven't even touched my latest build today, as of yet. I won't be live streaming tonight, so I do apologise for that. I just haven't got the bandwidth at the minute. It's really killing me at the minute. I'm hoping the router resets one day and I get connected to a different server that can actually supply me with some. That would be nice. So anyway, I'm going to leave this going just for a little bit longer. Well, I'm going to leave it going, but I'll be back to you soon is what I'm saying. A lot sooner than I will be. See you in about 20 minutes on my time, but about 3 seconds in yours. Okay, so my internet's just gone down. and it has just gone down. I'm actually receiving nothing, which is joy. Thanks for that. So I'm stuck at 57%. Let's see if I do have any internet. Meh. Nope. Oh, that kind of sucks. I'm hoping this will resume. If not, I'll just restart the download and it will start from, yeah, could start from somewhere, won't it? That is annoying. I'm just wondering how many times Apt will try, because that runs in the background. I've snapped it anyway. I'm just wondering how many times she'll try before she dies. And say, would you like to continue? And I'm going to go no, and yeah, failed, and hello. So, DocBook has failed, but that's okay because what I will do actually is I'm going to cancel that. Yeah, I said faulted it because it's because I interrupted its path. Okay, mark all upgrades, mark apply. Oh yeah, I'll go to that proxy thing again, which was a task obsolete, but I'll just do obsolete OBS and mark that and apply and we'll continue from 1063. Dr. Bowl Sheets has come down this time and it's gone straight to Firefox. So we shouldn't have any more problems in about 15 minutes. Oh, I hate it. My internet does that. It could just drop out. Anyway, I'll see you in about 15 minutes. I'll just tell you about it. Okay, so we've got about a minute and a half to go. Well, just over a minute and a half. And yeah, I'll just let this carry on now. It shouldn't be too long, just about a minute. Even poor Synaptic gets an update. If you could hear that, yes, that was my stomach complaining. I've just eaten. I did do myself something to eat and a nice cup of coffee while this was progressing. So I've got the old wallpapers. We'll keep going over. We still go about another 30 odd seconds, so hopefully this won't be too long. And we've still got another 33 packages to do, so. And I'm also interested because I've not let this go all the way. I did stop it yesterday and decided to do it all over today. Woohoo! Okay, so we're applying changes. Got new glibc and everything. After this I will be changing the bootloader to Grub 2 and I'll do that from PCC after this is done. So, and then we can update the kernel. which will be fun. But I'm just interested to see what happens afterwards. I did have Steam installed on this version of Trinity. It's when we did have Steam in the repos. But I don't think it could work after the update. But we'll see what happens with that. I have a feeling it's a bit too old to update itself. That can happen. So we'll see. You can see got core utils going over, and Walk and LDTET and glibdevel and GCC. Ooh, that's definitely a reboot then. Misa. It's always good to reboot after a GCC update. Load of Python and going over. So yeah, we're almost halfway through 500 packages getting installed. And my funds are starting to ramp up on the laptop. And according to the download figures there, we downloaded just about 2 gigabytes of updates, which is rather cool. And then let's see if we can tidy this up a little bit. Oh, this is exciting, don't you think? I quite like watching paint dry, but you know, interesting to see if this will work afterwards. And I'm keeping it rolling. I'm not going to pause or anything because I just say, well, I must have done something to get it working. And yeah, if it works or not, it will be as will be. Lot of Trinity stuff going over. You can see like how the panel at the bottom has a bit of a fit every time. That is fixed now. Well, kind of. I just can't use KBFX. So we are doing this on WebKit, Flash Player plugins, Firefox 70.01. My stomach is having a moan, if you can hear it. Do not know why it's moaning so thinly. I've just eaten, so why it's protesting, I have no idea. BB switch going over. That was slow proceedings down as that's a DKMS module getting built. Either that got built or it failed, I'm not sure. Because we are still running on the old kernel I have not updated the kernel yet. We're nearly there. Kernel firmware, 30th 11th 2019, nearly a month ago, so I'll be expecting a new one of those soon, as does happen when a new kernel comes out. That's just doing the language packs for Swedish, Italian and so on, Spanish. I think the first port of call is getting rid of some of these language packs. Yeah, they're not really needed. Well, they are if you're not an English speaker, of course. Some plugins. I did pack a lot into this, didn't I? Wine mono, wine gecko, wine itself, 64-bit. Okay, it's doing a lot of writing to the hard drive there, so it should soon be done, and then we can reboot and see if we can get it to boot up. It has had to work a bit hard, bless it, so we'll see in a moment what's happening. Just have to be a bit patient, I guess. And here we go. With all the little stuff. It's telling me that stay MySQL failed for some reason. And a reboot is recommended after glibc, which we will do. So that is no problem. Okay, that was task obsolete. So reboot. I don't know if there's an artifact on my screen or artifact on it. But it's okay, it's all good. Okay, you could see that the splash screen behind the thing here had changed. And we're straight in. Okay, let's see if Trinity will boot. And it's telling me that some Trinity profiles, okay, hasn't updated yet, that's fine. But if we just click through those, you can see that Trinity has indeed booted. And it has brought up the release notes. usability changes and all that kind of business, libraries, yep. Okay, that's something to read after. Okay, so it does say, so we can make the screen a little bigger for us. A boom, okay. But I haven't installed any thing. So, that isn't what I wanted to do next, that's the wrong icon. But that's the right one. Let's change from Grub to Grub 2. So to do that we can go to boot and set up boot options. You can see here it's got Grub. So we'll change that to Grub 2 and we'll go next. And finish that. So we'll let that bootloader go. We will reboot just to make sure. And if it's failed, it's failed. I'll have to insert a live ISO. It has, but for some reason no outside ring. Did I choose graphical or did I choose something else? Do not know. So that only brought up one screen that time, so something was improved. But you can see we're up and running. And yeah, I did use this as I thinking, and all the stuff seems to be there, which is rather cool. Okay, let's get up Synaptic. There is a task kernel, or there should be. Let me have a look at the old repos. The repos probably got overwritten. Yes, they did. So I need to add kernel to the repo there. There must be new app sources, which is fine. And there's probably even some more updates, but we'll see. Okay, see if there is any more updates to be uploaded. Task obsolete. Now, will that work? No, it won't. So we'll forget that. I've got this one. Okay, let's have a look at kernel dash. I just want to go down a minute. No, probably, oh, kernel latest. That was the bugger. If you want your kernel latest all the time, that's the one you have to mark. Oh yeah. Forgot about that. So we'll install the kernel. Oops. Oh, excuse me. So it's just showing it's complaining at me. So we should have a new kernel in about 2 minutes. One would hope. Our kernels have certainly got bigger in their day, don't you think? Now 43.2 compressed. You cannot fit that on a floppy disk anymore. Although this is a really big kernel, so yes. I was just wondering why there's this discrepancy. I got 397 kilobytes a second there, and 406 kilobytes a second there. Oh, I see one thing. SI units, the other one is not. Okay, that's fine. I see the difference. So just another 40 odd secs to go. Now we should have installed a new kernel. But I won't be rebooting yet. I want to get rid of a couple of things just to make the boot a bit faster actually. Because I'm so impatient. Even waiting this 10 seconds seems so long. But here you go. And there's the latest kernel going over. I was wondering if I did do it as a text rather than graphical. If I did do graphical, it means that one of the wallpapers or something wasn't available for it, or something similar. Whatever, but still, here we go. Make config not found. Okay. Really? Okay, whatever. Anyway, actually that was a bit premature on me. Just gotta get rid of some DKMS stuff. Right, PV switch, that can go, and that can go, and that can go. What else is taken with it? Cool. I don't think there's anything else. Nope. Cool. Apply. It's just not needing the VM, is it? So may as well just kill it all off. Okay, now we'll go for the reboot. So restart computer. So we have a newer boot splash, but not really a new one. Let's see what happens now. Yep, the kernel is listed there. Let's see if she loads. She will. This will take a little longer because yeah, first boot and all that. Just keep it going for a second. There she goes. You can see that the group theme had changed. And we're in Lightfleet. Okay, we can do some tidying up now. And if you notice, there was no error warnings coming up about debus or whatever it was. It just sorted itself out after a couple of reboots. So we can get rid of some of these by doing that. So scrap all them, click apply, boom. So next time this does a major update, it won't be there. Now another thing I want to do is to stop that from bouncing. So I want to put the TD menu in at the panel, close that, and I want to right click that and remove, and I want to right click that and move. Boom. That gives me my old listings. That'll do nicely. Don't know what's in lost and found, or a lot of stuff. But that's fine. LibreOffice hasn't been updated, so we can do that. And it's 6.3.3 still, so we're all good there. Testing system is up to date, and it's asking for a task obsolete. But the problem with that is it obsoletes all these, so I'm just wondering if I can fix it another way. Because it looks like we have a non-functioning system until we do. Maybe caused by held packages, but I don't know what held packages there are, so let's go to status. Local or obsolete, well, Libre Manager Group 2, that can go. That's hidden gave its own kernel single. But there is a lot of stuff here that is saying it's obsolete for some reason. Genuine File Tools, Libre Manager, no. Process it, no. Go. Elixir plugins I think I need, but yeah. And go. That can't. Okay, supply that. I'm gonna change fix broken packages first. Okay, that's that done. What else we got? Let's find out why I do not have a graphical grub menu. With text. See, I know I've done it wrong. Let's do it with a graphical. Next. Please wait. Next. Okay, hopefully that's that done. Login and reboot. And then after this is rebooted, then I get back to X. It's all good. That task obsolete is a pain in the backside, I do know, but there we go. No, it hasn't goes to graphical menu, but never mind. That is my fault. But you can see the rest of it seems to be working pretty fine, huh? Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. It's behaved itself quite well. So it is possible to update. It's just that task obsolete, which for some reason is insistent to be trying to get installed. The rest of it seems fine. All good. Of course that does mean that LibreOffice is going to be a pain in the backside to do, I found. Yeah. So it's these. Yeah, that's gonna be the problem. Can't spell. There we go. So, see me just working away here. Oh, what why am I doing this the hard way, Ali? Why? Let's see what this wants to remove. That's okay. Okay, so we'll remove that. Okay. See the gold going now. And it does. So, okay, cool. So now I should be able to do that, shouldn't I? What do you reckon? To LibreOffice. Let's see if it behaves now. Now it's got past the first bit, so let's look for LibreOffice Manager updates. But I won't be installing LibreOffice right now. And anyway, this is where I'm going to go, because I've wasted a lot of time doing this. Well, not wasted, but I hope you've enjoyed the video anyway. I'll try and get it uploaded, and I'll see you soon. Take care all, and see you later. Of course, if you have enjoyed the video, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. It's all good, and I will be seeing you shortly. Yahoo!